And when banks won't lend to each other, they don't trust each other. And the reason they don't trust each other is because they don't know what's on the other guy's books. Because the BIS, the Bank for International Settlements in Basel, and the FASB, which is an international accounting organization, refuse to stop corporations, particularly in the financial world, from carrying two sets of books. Now, you people out there who have had accounting, you're saying to yourself, two sets of books? That's illegal. You got to be kidding me. But that's what they've been doing. And assets that aren't regularly traded, perhaps like an apartment building or a bond, like a collateralized debt obligation, they'll say, well, we don't have a ready market for it, so we're going to market to model. We're going to price it ourselves. And the pricing means nothing because they made it up out of thin air. It is what they want it to be. And so that's why banks don't want to lend to each other. And whenever you see LIBOR going higher, you know there's serious trouble out there.
I had a question here about for the little investor. Is there a way for the little investor to benefit from the manipulation in the euro that basically happens every day?
Well, what you got to do is run down to the coin store and buy as soon as you can. Whether it's pre-64 junk silver coins, dimes, quarters, and halves, or whether it's small coins like the Swiss and French francs, the German mark, the British sovereign, and the Italian lira, or many of the coins from Central South America and Mexico. Centenarios are every bit as cheap to buy as any of the other bullion-type coins, even though they're old coins, they're not numismatic. And so you can pick those coins up at $260, $270, $290 a piece. So it puts it within a realm where you can pick up a coin. In fact, there's a company out there right now that is offering a free subscription to the International Forecaster. And what it involves is buying one of those inexpensive coins. And essentially, you're getting the forecaster for nothing. And I promise you, they pay me for it. And it was their idea to do this, not mine. You can call 877-479-8178, 877-479-8178, and just ask for the Bob Chapman special for the International Forecaster. And that is one of the best deals I've ever heard of. Not because it's my publication, because it's a heck of a deal.
No, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand behind it 100%. I promise you. You're not going to get a better publication on point, and it can be easily translated. I have a comment from Vladivostok, Russia.
Vladivostok.
The time is 8:15 or about 8:20 now, not 3. I mistranslated. It's about 8:20 in the morning there. The sun is well up, and this is a pawn shop owner that gets my news and views on a daily basis and has been since a sailor in the Marine came into his shop when they were on shore leave a number of months ago, and he's been sending me instant messages and things like that. He comes in here, Mr. Chapman, and he says that my shop now opens at 9 a.m. in morning, and I have not been able to purchase any gold, or I guess it's gold junk for many months. You say it's hard to buy gold in America. we don't have enough gold here to band. I have 4 or 5 citizens in my shop at 9:05 every morning, and they bring me coffee, making sure I've got coffee. If there's any gold, they get first shot. I appreciate it.
Well, you know, that tells the whole story.
This is in Russia, ladies and gentlemen. So the Russians are buying gold, and there's no gold in the far, far eastern part of Russia. So this is, I'm doing everything I can to translate this. He has here it is. He says, I just ordered 10,000 rubles in gold. I was told that I might get it in 2012. That's pretty good. Might get it in 2012. And that's from the government of Russia.
That's what I've been talking about for so long. And the government of Russia, every month, every week, they're in the market. They're buying gold, and they're buying all domestic consumption, production, I should say. And everything I told you was going to happen is happening. So, my daughter bought some gold here about 2 weeks ago. And I'm lucky she did, because she could get it, you know.
This is from London. Wealth redistribution policies and the prospect of exiting quantitative easing are a big risk for the United States and the United Kingdom. Mr. Chapman, with the swap spreads negative in the U.S., the U.K., and Japan, is this not just a Eurozone problem, or is it increasingly worried for the rest of the politicians around the world?
It's a big worry for everybody in the world. And the United States, because of its size, when it collapses financially, which it will, based upon what's going on and has gone on for years and years in America, it's going to hit the floor like Goliath. And people are going to be stunned. Less than 5% of Americans, and probably only about 2% own gold. Maybe even 1%. There's no way to gauge it, but there's not many people. And they're the only people who are going to be able to buy things. And of course, as I told you over and over again, you need freeze-dried, dehydrated food, a water filter, and something to defend yourself. Something that reaches out and touches them. You all know what I mean. You're all professionals. Anyway, a word to the wise is sufficient. That's all I can say.
All right. Mr. Chapman, do you think food will become a money supply as the currencies of the world dissipate?
Yes, I do, unfortunately. And, of course, the recent episode of the oil avalanche in the Gulf of Mexico is devastating. It's going to affect farming. And if we get high winds or a hurricane, that'll be all over Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Florida. It's going to be dreadful. And I'm not going to get into the oil situation. All I can tell you is that it's devastating. It'll be with us 30 or 40 years after I'm dead, and I'll be 75 this year.
I hope you live at least another 30. I pray you and your wife live to be 100 and can play a round of golf with me. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
we're working on that. We're in good shape.
I know you're in good shape.
I've been swimming in the morning and play golf a couple of times a week, play tournaments, try to beat the 40 and 50-year-olds, you know. And I'm doing good. I'm doing very, very good. I play between 90 and 100, 105 in that area. And for a man my age, that's good.